Okay, this is what came in the mail today. They put a bunch of stickers all over the box, but we'll get this open and see what's inside. Okay. Okay, there's another box inside of that box. There it is. Well, that's nice. It doesn't have the stickers all over it. If you did want to save the box for whatever reason. It says Counsel tool, building tools, building trust since 1886, made in America. Alright. When you open the box, this is what you get. Let's get an idea of roughly how large this box is. Okay, we're looking at about a 19-inch box. So that means what's inside is about that size. It's got some brown paper on top. Ooh, there it is. Look at that. I don't want to waste too much time on like the sheath and everything. I want to get right to it. But this is the sheath. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 rivets. A nice buckle. Some nice, looks like bank line type stitching. It does have a leather insert, a leather welt to protect, to protect the inside there. And it looks really snug, like super tight. So I'll probably have to put some oil on this and stretch it. But it says, the Counsel Tool Company makers, Wanish, North Carolina, USA. I guess that's what it says. WOODCRAFT Pack Axe. All written on the sheath. That's really nice. And wow, that is some stiff leather. That folds over. Yeah, definitely I'm going to have to soften this up a little bit. And it comes with this little card inside the box. It says, your Counsel premium axe is forged from alloy steel and is finished in its natural state. It is lightly oiled, but could be prone to rust. This is not a defect and will not interfere with top performance or longevity. Maintain your axe by cleaning and oiling lightly after each use. Prolonged storage with leather sheath could promote rust. Therefore, store your axe, like all fine-edged products from Counsel Tool, with head uncovered. Thanks for choosing Counsel Tool. So, that's pretty standard stuff there, I guess. Then it comes with the Counsel Tool book, which is hooked onto the handle with some twine there. Get that taken off and get this out of the pack. See, it's got a zip tie, so I got to cut the zip tie also. And my razor sharp martini made quick work of that. So, there it is, out of the box. Here's the book it came with. Okay, the book is just quickly shows the factory and explains the different style axes the Counsel Tool makes and all that good stuff. Kind of like Grand's Force Brooks comes with a little book like this, so that's cool. You can learn some history on it. Okay, let's get this out of the cellophane wrap that it came wrapped around the head here. Ooh, look at that. There it is. Okay, it says Woodcraft by Counsel Tool. That looks like it's lightly burned into the handle there, the hickory handle. It has a rubber blade protector on it. You can see that. Just slides on and slides off. It's there just to protect the blade while shipping. Let's see what the eye looks like. This is the eye up here. It looks pretty good. See, it's mushroomed out a little bit on the sides there. It has a wedge, a wood wedge, and it also has a round steel wedge. The blade, to me, looks pretty straight. It looks pretty good. And let's see here. Let's check out the grain on the hickory handle, see if it's any good. Well, she's, I guess you can't ask for better than that. That's practically perfect. I don't know, it's not coming in on the camera, but that's pretty straight the entire way down. You could do a lot worse than that. So I think this is a pretty good handle. Look at that nice shape on that. It's got a nice like palm swell down here for lack of, I think it's called the knob. That's nice. This is like, it's kind of like oval shaped, and it's extra wide up here, so it gives you, like, you can really get some grip on it. I have a feeling it won't like twist in your hand too easy because of the kind of oval shape instead of being round. I do notice the weight. It's got some serious weight to this hatchet. It's, I think it's 19 inches or 18 inches. We'll measure the actual hatchet now. Yeah, it's like 18 and a quarter, close to it. Maybe, well, about 18 and a half, I guess. If you take it clear up to the wood here. And if you measure just the gripping part that you can hold on to, like just the handle where you're going to hold, it's 16. So there you go with that. Let's get this blade protector off. Ooh, look at that blade. This is 6 3/4 inches. Well, let me see. It's just a hair over 6.5, I guess. It's 6.5 if I get it right to that edge. This here is about 2 inches. Okay. Look at that. The pole on it looks really nice. Look how flat that is. Nice grind on it. It's nice and big. Definitely could use that. I love how they now on these newer ones, they put the Counsel tool logo stamp right there on that side. And then if you flip it over, it says USA because it's made in America. That's pretty nice. It's got a nice face on it. Kind of, it almost looks like a blued steel like you'd see on a firearm. See that? Like the rainbowish kind of look to it. Like they actually took off some of the scaling from the forging process. It's got a nice beard. It's got a nice bit. It looks really good. That's just some rubber on there from that blade protector. I feel some of that oil on there too. Come on, little pieces of stuff. I love these phantom bevels. I guess the idea behind the phantom bevels, is that only this much of it should bind into the wood, like if you chop deeply into some wood. So, and then now they got it smoothed out there too. So it's supposed to make it still have the strength of a full head of an axe, but it won't stick so tightly. So you shouldn't have to rock it like this too much to get it to come back out of like a stump or something. It should pop out pretty quick without too much issue. But look at the cheeks on this thing. It's really nice. A nice blade. Man, I don't know how sharp it is. It was cutting the rubber blade protector, but we'll see. We'll do a paper cut test like we always do. I don't see any nicks on it or anything. I believe, I don't know if this is the heat tempered line. It seems like that's a bit far up. I'm imagining it's more like in this area from the blade up to about there probably. But I mean, I do see a noticeable line there, like a rainbow almost, which that could be how far up the heat treat goes. And what's great about this hatchet is that the pole, the butt on this is heat treated also, so you don't have to, you can bust rocks with it, you can hammer stakes in, metal stakes, wood stakes, it doesn't matter. You're more than likely not going to mushroom out like the eye at all. So this is really a bushcrafter's axe. It comes in 24 inch and 19 inch, and I went for the 19 because I do a lot of packing with my haversack. And I don't want to carry a lot of weight, so this is definitely, for packing it from here to there, this is easier for me. Okay, so far, checking this axe over, it seems to be very straight, very well hung. Like, look how tight that is on the cheeks right there, down on the bottom. Wow, is that tight? That is like a perfect. There's like no gap, dude. It's like absolutely perfect. Even the top, like no gaps at all. This thing is hung very, very nice. It's done quite well. All the way from the toe up here, all the way down to the heel. It's just, it looks perfect. It looks flawless. It's pretty nice. And I love the shape of this handle. It's just, it's very smooth. It's already been sanded. So if I do anything to this, I'll probably put some linseed oil on it. And after that soaks in for a couple days and it doesn't feel like oily to the touch at all, I'll probably put a Ranger band on it. I don't know if I want to cover the whole thing this time. The reason I sometimes put a Ranger band the full length is it slips less, because sometimes the Ranger bands can move themselves. But I might definitely put one right here, maybe from here to here for like a good handle. And then I might put one up here just to protect the, somewhat protect this for like over strikes or something. But that would be probably enough. And I'll leave the WOODCRAFT by Counsel tool showing there because I like how it looks. Excellent hickory handle. I think this is a 2-pound head if I remember right. Might be 2 1/4 pound. So for this little hatchet, I mean, you can feel the weight. And I like that. I like how this feels in my hand. It's really nice. Well, let's do a paper cutting test before this goes much further. Okay. A sheet of printer paper. I haven't done anything to this yet. This is right out of the box. Let's see how it cuts. Whoa. Wow. Jeez. Did you see that? I'm afraid to cut my hand on this. That is like shaving sharp, razor blade sharp. My goodness. That is the sharpest edge on a hatchet or an axe that I've received, like straight out of the box. This thing's ready to go. Well, really, what can I say about this hatchet? It is just a hatchet. I mean, it's not going to have the super felling power or even splitting power of an axe, but it'll suit my needs. Definitely what I needed to do. And that's basically have the heavy head of an axe or close to it on a smaller handle like a hatchet. So it's easy to carry, because when I pack in, even when I don't take a lot of stuff, I usually bring a firearm and a knife and whatever axe I'm going to bring or hatchet. And like my fire starting supplies. And when you add in like a canteen of water or whatever, I mean, the weight builds up quickly. So you don't want to take all the fun out of it by turning it into some ridiculous like hauling feat, you know. So I like to keep things on little more on the small side. But here's something I forgot to mention. This top edge is 90 degrees and quite sharp, like you can feel it grabbing your skin. And they did that on purpose for striking a fire steel. So if you don't have your knife with you or some other means of striking it, you can always use the edge of your hatchet and get that fire started. So that's pretty sweet. Let's do a quick look at the tip here. If it will focus, which it does not want to. Oh, come on now, camera. Here, let me get some white paper under it. Maybe it'll focus a little better. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah. Not really. Oh well. The tip of it looks a lot like an arrowhead. I don't know if that shows up at all though on the camera. Maybe right there you can kind of see it because of those phantom bevels. So that's pretty nice up on the toe there. And it's a little different down on the heel. It's not showing up on the camera too well, but it looks more almost like a diamond. Let me see there. Can you see that? So that's definitely something. Okay, I'm indoors doing this unboxing. It's not an outdoor review, so I don't want to strike a fire steel, obviously. But I have a glue stick here, which is about a little smaller than the fire steel I usually carry. But basically what you would do is scrape your fire steel right across that edge, and that's what would get you those sparks on that nice 90-degree edge. So I just wanted to point that out. Okay, here's a quick size comparison. This is my newer Husqvarna hatchet that I just picked up. This is 15 inches overall, but the handle's 13 inches, and they call it the 13-inch hatchet. And it came with this sheath, and I added the paracord on there. And this here it's listed at 19 inches, but from the very top here to here measures at 18. So it's an 18-inch hatchet, just a little bigger than this one here, 3 inches difference. And it comes with this much nicer black leather mask, which does have a leather welt in it, whereas this one doesn't have a leather welt. It's just pinched together with some rivets there. This one actually has stitching, rivets, Counsel tool stamps into it, and a leather welt. So that's pretty nice. But I love both of these. I want to get them out in the field and start trying them out. Here's like a blade edge comparison. You can see this one's a little more rounded. This one's slightly rounded. This was very sharp when I got it, surprisingly sharp. This one is sharper. It's just, I can tell it's just a little bit sharper. They left all of the hand forging scales on this except for the edge. Like they took it off on the bit down there, and then this one you can see they sanded it off pretty good, except for up here, like on the cheeks and on the pole back here. But you can even see the line there where that's like heat treated and hardened. That's so awesome. Well, this video seems to be going on way too long. It was just an unboxing and a quick review. It's got a lot. It comes with a nice leather mask, and it does come with a full sheath, and you can eat for like $40-some, $43 or $45, and then you can also buy a leather like harness, so like a sling, so you can wear it over your back for like an extra $15 or so if you wanted to upgrade your sheath and carrying options. I can't quite buckle this yet because it's too snug. I'm gonna have to oil this up, and then that'll soften the leather, and then I'll be able to snap it. And the only other thing I can think of that I haven't mentioned yet is, I think I haven't mentioned it yet, is it's made of 5160 alloy steel, which I like I even like that steel for knife steel. I don't know that I own any other axes or hatchets that are 5160. This might be the only one, but it certainly is sharp, and I want to get it out in the field and test it out and see what I think. But I've heard nothing but good about these WOODCRAFT backpack type axes, hatchets. So that's all I've got. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, made in America. Counsel tool. It is the WOODCRAFT. A lot of times it's listed as the WOODCRAFT Pack Axe by Counsel tool. It's got excellent grade A+ hickory handle. It is hung on the handle absolutely like beautifully, and it's got the heat tempered butt or pole on it there, so you don't have to worry about smashing rocks or hard stakes or anything you might need to crush or smash. And It's got the nice heat tempered blade, of course, you know. And it's got the phantom bevels, 18 inches overall. Nice shape to the handle there. I think I pretty much covered it. I hope you enjoyed this video. This one's a bit pricey. I mean, it's up there with like around the Grand Force Brooks prices, or, you know, that somewhere in that category. This one here was about 130, I believe. And that's a bit much, because that, just the price is probably going to keep a lot of people away, and they might opt for something like this instead from Husqvarna, which is only about $40. But this does not have a hardened pole on it. You could put in tent stakes and things like that, but it's not going to be nearly as strong as that one. And there was some like mild, very small little gaps around the edges of the eye and stuff, but I mean, it was on there good. I cannot complain about this at all. Really like the size of it. But I want to get this oiled up. I want to get a Ranger band on it and get it outside and see what I think of it. But this thing is sharp. I don't know if the ones in the past were, but mine came like razor sharp. You could shave with this. Well, this is Joe Doomsday signing out. Okay, I got my Ranger band on the bottom there. Got my Ranger band on the top. I got the mask to actually go on and buckle after I oiled it up. This whole thing has been oiled. Ranger band. I'm going to leave the mask on probably overnight just so it stretches a little more, because it was very difficult to buckle. That's it. Big thanks to everybody at Counsel Tool, and I think this was Rooster's design, and it's pretty badass from what I've seen so far. So this is, like I said, peace out.